Welcome to Jack Talk. I'm your host, Keith Haynes. On this episode, we will be discussing the dance concert happening later this month right here on the SFA campus. We will talk about an important issue, HIV/AIDS, and lastly, we will honor the late Roger Ebert as we weigh in on the movies currently in theaters and give you our top picks for the most anticipated summer blockbusters. Welcome back to Jack Talk. I'm Keith Haynes. On April 18th through the 20th, the SFA Dance Department will hold their annual DanceWorks concert. This concert showcases the hard work and talent of the SFA students in the dance department. It also showcases pieces by senior choreographers, faculty members, and the SFA Repertory Dance Company. Joining me here today is one of the choreographers, Donovan Carter, and Marvin Mosley, one of the dancers in the concert. How are you both doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great.
All right, so Donovan, give me an overview of what the DanceWorks concert is. Just explain to me what it is.
The DanceWorks concert is basically the senior dance majors all have a project that they put together, and we have a concert to basically show those projects to the public, and that's also the dance department's way of making money.
Okay, good, good. So who is allowed to participate in the concert?
Basically, anybody who auditions for DanceWorks, you don't have to be a dance major, you don't have to be a dance minor. The only prerequisite is that if you are allowed into DanceWorks, you have to take a technique class along with that so that the teachers and the faculty can monitor you in class while you're also preparing for DanceWorks.
Okay, so there's no level experience. You don't have to be a certain level to audition for
Not at all.
concert.
It's basically based on what the choreographers want.
Okay, so Marvin, explain to me the audition process that y'all went through.
Well, basically, with the audition process, you enter into the studio and you'll have the choreographers such as Donovan and our other singers, and they'll pretty much give you a segment of their choreography to practice, or just to let them see how you dance, and if they like how you dance, then they pick you.
Okay, so explain to me your audition experience. So were you nervous when you were auditioning? Were the seniors intimidating at any time during the audition?
Well, generally, no. The seniors are all really friendly. They're very hospitable. They understand that we haven't been dancing as long as them, but they still have a general idea of what they're looking for. And so I know my freshman year when I auditioned, I actually came into college with no dance experience whatsoever, but I was picked for a senior piece without knowing it. So.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. So you said you auditioned your freshman year. So how many dance concerts have you participated in?
This will actually be my first dance concert.
Your first. What about you, Donovan? How many?
This will be my fourth.
Your fourth. Wow. Okay. So are these concerts only in the spring, or do they do it in the fall as well? How often do they occur?
Well, the dance concerts are, well, every semester, fall and spring. But the show's always just a little bit different, you know. It just depends on the seniors graduating at that time.
Okay. Okay. So Donovan, you're doing a choreographic project, which is different from a senior piece. Can you explain to me what the difference between those two are?
They're very similar. Basically, the seniors do their project and they receive a grade for it that goes towards their degree plan, et cetera, their GPA. I'm doing it basically because I want to. I have no syllabus to answer to. I get free will over what I want, and I still have to submit my dance for approval. But basically, I personally have less guidelines to follow than the seniors.
Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. So as a choreographer, what would you say is the most difficult part for you?
The most difficult part is really just thinking of the movement, because I like to just sit and just think a lot about it without actually getting up and moving. And then so there's just a lot of sitting and contemplating. And then all of a sudden it's like, and then I get up and I start moving and I move and I have to write everything down. Because if you get up and you start moving and then you just kind of sit there, you're like, I just forgot everything I did. So making the movement and writing it down, that's the hardest part.
Okay, so that's the process you go through when you're coming up with choreography. You just listen to music and you free dance and you write it down, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, what do you think that you would take from this experience? I'm starting with you, Marvin. What do you think will benefit you most from this experience?
Well, I know me personally, it's just working with a team. And so it's really just learning how to work with other people and adjusting to their styles, I guess you could say. Because no, two people don't really dance alike, I don't think.
Yeah.
But you develop that relationship through time.
What about you, Donovan? What would you take from this?
Personally, I get the experience of having to choreograph with people around my skill level, around my age range. When I do choreograph, it's usually for younger kids, and I can't do things as intense or as that requires more level of training. So to have people around my level, I can really throw stuff at them, and then be able to have a video of that to show for my portfolio in case I want to move on and do things elsewhere. I can say, look what I did at the college level.
Okay, very, very interesting. So, is this your first time choreographing for the concert?
Yes, this is my first time for the concert.
Is this your first time choreographing altogether?
No, I've choreographed for children before.
Okay, so how often do you guys rehearse for the concert?
It just depends on how many pieces you're in. Like, I know I have to practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's every single week up until the dance concert, and it's very rigorous. And usually I'll start my day dancing and I'll end my day dancing.
Okay, and you said sometimes you have to practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday for multiple dances. So explain to me how what the regimen you go through, maybe to pace yourself, because you know you're going to have to be dancing all day long. What do you do?
Well, pretty much with me, I'm one of those people. If as long as I'm doing something, I'm fine. But if I'm not, I get extremely bored and I get distracted and I forget what all I have to do. And normally, there have been a lot of times this semester where you'll catch me sleeping. Like, I'll literally be asleep and not at practice when I should be. And so you have to find a balance. Like, I try and squeeze in at least one meal a day. That's become a really big problem with dancers as of late. And so it's just finding a schedule.
Okay, what about you, Donovan? What do you do?
I rehearse 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours a day, plus rehearsing for my own piece. I'm in 3 other pieces, so I'm constantly dancing. I'm constantly changing clothes, and like I said, I'm trying to catch a nap whenever I can. I'm trying to eat whenever I can, but once I'm in the studio and actually going to work, my mind is on the dance. So once I've done rehearsal, I come out and I'm like, okay, it's time to go to sleep, or okay, it's time to eat.
Okay, okay. Well, y'all both sound y'all are very busy people, dancing. So how do you do your schedule where you have to keep up with your dancing as well as your schoolwork and stuff like that?
Pretty much, you just have to find a way to incorporate your schoolwork with your dancing. Like, I know I'll be dancing in my room. I'll dance around all through my room. My roommate must think I'm crazy, but you find a way to study while you're doing it. Like, you'll be going through the moves and you're reading or something.
All right, well, that's all the time that we have. Thank you, Marvin and Donovan, for joining us. Coming up next, we're going to talk about HIV, AIDS, and the center right here that's helping people living with this disease. Don't move a muscle, because Jack Talk returns right after this.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jack Talk. I'm Kara Willis, and joining me today are Anna Gonzalez and Keith Haynes. As many as you may know, HIV/AIDS is a disease that is killing off thousands of Americans each day. Many don't know that they have it, so it is important to get tested if you feel that you are at risk. We teamed up with Health Horizons to find out a little bit about what they're doing to be a part of the fight against AIDS and ways that you can protect yourself better from this terrible disease.
Horizon is an organization in Nacogdoches that helps provide free resources to those living with a disease such as free HIV testing, both on SFA campus and their facility, counseling to help them cope with their life-changing lifestyle, and if requested, they can also recommend additional resources as getting in contact with healthcare facilities and even helping them to afford health costs with financial assistance, housing and utility care, and vaccines and much more. Kara, you had an opportunity to actually interview Gary Roberts and the Health Horizons. How was that experience?
It was a really great experience. He really taught me about a lot of things that I didn't necessarily know about HIV/AIDS, but he also gave me some things that, I didn't know.
Okay.
And I really love how they're making a difference in the community and everything. Yes. So I was really inspired by what he had to say.
Okay, I really love how they are truly making a difference in the community. After doing some research of my own on Health Horizons, I also discovered that April 10th was actually National HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. A campaign was started in Los Angeles to recognize the month and to make April 10th known for being National AIDS Awareness Day. Youth all around the world started this campaign. It's a fairly new campaign. It's to increase the awareness of this day. And the campaign consists of tweeting and uploading pictures and Facebook statuses and uploading pictures on Instagram and stuff like that, just to draw more attention to the new epidemic that is HIV and it's AIDS. So let's take a look at some of the videos that we came across.
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
That young people accounted for 39% of new HIV infections in 2009?
Did you know that 69%?
69%.
69% of these young people diagnosed with HIV were young African Americans.
Did you know that 53% of those young people were African American women?
Did you know that nationwide, only 22.6% of sexually active high school students
had ever been tested for HIV?
What can young people do to stop HIV? First, they can start by getting tested.
Raising awareness helps lower the risk of it, lower the percentage of anyone getting it.
Young people are the future. That means that young people have the real power to stop the spread of HIV.
I want you to know that HIV is affecting their community as well.
Many teenagers and young people these days think that they're immune to everything and nothing can affect them, but they need to know the realization that it can happen to anyone at any time.
It's not just affecting gay people, it's not affecting just black people, it's affecting everyone.
National Youth HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, it's a way to raise awareness. It's a way for us to start talking about youth and HIV infection.
President Obama, please take the time to think about HIV as if you were being affected by it.
You can help too.
Sign the petition asking Congress and President Obama to officially recognize April 10th as National Youth HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
Lost myself again.
This video has been had a huge impact on me and others as they share videos on social networking sites. And I even saw a couple of tweets that caught my eye as well, and that are showing how quickly the campaign is, going along. One that particularly stood out to me was from WIRT WC, and they tweeted 1 in 3 new HIV infections is among with ages 13 to 24, pound NYHAAD. So it's so sad that, my little sister is 14, and so they're as young as this age,
Contracting this disease.
Exactly, from, having sexual activity that's not protected, or maybe just not knowing, how to protect themselves. Definitely, it's really sad.
It is really sad to see a 13-year-old contract HIV, which can lead to AIDS, and possibly losing their life over it, something that they didn't know about using protection, about protecting themselves, and it's a really, really, really sad thing. Really
and that's
sad.
what Gary Roberts from Health Horizons was, telling me about, that, these young people may have contracted it, at a young age and are just finding out at age 13 and 14. So it's just important to continually, if you even think that you're at risk, to continually get yourself tested and know your status.
Does Health Horizons do testing? Do they test?
They do testing. Actually, they're open on Mondays and Fridays from, I believe it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they do, the first hour, they do free HIV testing in the morning, strictly for HIV/AIDS testing. And they also do it on campus as well. I don't think a lot of students know that, but they do it at the clinic.
I wasn't aware of that.
And it's free, right?
It's free, absolutely free.
That's
So
really good.
it's a good benefit for students.
Yeah, so what exactly is Health Horizons doing? Other than, testing, what else are they doing to make sure that kids are aware of the disease going on around HIV, stuff
You mean
like
what
that?
other things do they
Yeah,
have?
well, yeah, what other things are they doing?
Okay, they actually had a HIV/AIDS walk that was in February, and that's something that they do annually. And it's basically to raise donations. There's no fee or cost to do the run, but it has a huge impact on the Nacogdoches community, and everyone's involved. And they also have a new facility that they're building to offer the same resources that they have already, but it's going to be a bigger facility to offer, new services. With their facility now is smaller, so the bigger facility will be, way better, and they're really looking forward to it.
We all hear about the different ways that you can catch HIV or AIDS, but ways to prevent it is just as important.
This is true.
Abstinence is the safest protection.
It is. It really is. What other facts do we have? Let's see here. There is no cure for HIV/AIDS. Currently, there is no cure for the disease, and as I said earlier, that AIDS can usually be fatal, which is also a true fact. So people just need to go out there and really protect themselves, really be knowledgeable of what's going on. If it's an uncomfortable situation, sit down with your partner and have this conversation. And if you don't have a partner, just know who you're getting into bed with. Pretty much, you just be knowledgeable is the best thing that you can do.
Also, on the website that caught my eye, using razors and toothbrushes, which I don't see why anyone would want to do anyway, but it's really important to not share those with people because they can be blood contaminated.
This is true. If you want more information on Health Horizons, contact 936-569-8440.
Their current location is 412 North Street, Suite F, here in Nacogdoches. Well, that's all the time that we have for this segment of Jack Talk. Don't turn that channel because up next we'll be discussing upcoming must-see movies coming to a theater near you this summer.
Welcome back to Jack Talk. I'm Keith Haynes, and I'm here with the beautiful Ana Gonzalez and Carol Willis. Recently, Roger Ebert, a famous film critic, journalist, and screenwriter, passed away. So we want to dedicate this segment to him, and we're calling it A Night at the IMAX. Just like Ebert did, we're going to give you our opinions on the movies currently in theaters, and also give you our top picks for the most anticipated summer blockbusters that I'm extremely excited for. So we're going to start off with The Call. So Ana, you saw The Call, so just give us some overview about that.
The Call, I feel like it was a really good movie. It teaches you how to, basically if you're kidnapped, how to deal with the situation, because most movies, they just outplay it and, they get killed, but they don't. She fights hard for her life, and that gives you a message, I guess. The movie was actually pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was worth my $9.50, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So would you give the movie a 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
All right, so Carrie, you saw Oz, the Great and
Oz.
Powerful. So that stars James Franco, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so just give us an overview of that movie and what did you think about that one?
Overall, I feel like I'm a big kid at heart, so the movie was great. I didn't, at first, my little sister, she was the one who told me to go to the movies and see it with her. And at first I was thinking, oh, Oz, it must be a cartoon. But it wasn't, and it looked real life, but it was really I don't know, they were living in a fantasy world, and it was great. Kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time, so 2 thumbs.
2 thumbs?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs.
Keith.
Well, I saw the movie Temptation. It is from one of Tyler Perry's movies, And in my opinion, it was a fairly good movie. I wouldn't say I want my $9.50 back, even though I didn't pay for the movie. I wouldn't say I want my $9.50 back, but to me, it just wasn't the best movie he's ever produced. There was a lot of build up, and then the end kind of just like snuck up on you, and then the movie ended, and I was like, okay, well, is that it? It was, your school has, the rising action, falling action, conclusion. It was like rising action, falling action, conclusion. It was okay. So in my opinion, I would give it, one thumb up, one thumb down, because there was a lot of good parts, but there was a lot of build up that I was just like, get to the point. Just get to the point.
2 thumbs up or 2 thumbs down?
One up, one down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still want to see it, so you didn't spoil it for me.
I didn't spoil it for you. So I would say definitely go out there and see the movie. Go out there and see the movie, but
Didn't move you too much.
Yeah, it didn't really move me. No.
Okay, so now let's talk about the movies that we're anticipating to come out in the theaters this summer.
Okay.
Give us y'all's first pick. Y'all excited for?
I'd say The Hangover 3. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see where they end up next. So.
My first one I would have to say is Kick-Ass 2. The first one, yes, I said Kick-Ass. The first one was, it was good. It wasn't what I expected it to be, regular, people on the street, dressing up and becoming superheroes. It wasn't what I expected it to be, but it was still a fairly good movie. And watching the preview and researching it on IMDb, I felt that this movie is going to be a lot better. This one stars Jim Carrey's in this one, and it's really crazy because he's like a crime fighter, but he still has that like quirky funniness to him. So I really think I'm going to enjoy this movie, and also McLovin, which he'll always be called, even though he's not called that in this movie. He returns as the bad guy, and I'm really excited for this movie. I think it's going to be a good one.
And if Jim Carrey's in it, it must be good.
It's going to be good.
I love all
it's
his
gonna
movies.
be good.
Well, my pick is Iron Man 3. I am
excited for
very
that one.
excited to see how he is going to play out this movie.
Yeah.
He's never disappointed in the first or second. Plus, he's handsome, so he's nice to watch.
Okay.
How about we have a second pick?
Man of Steel, you can see the video right now. Man of Steel is coming out over the summer blockbuster. I'm excited for that one too. It's a remake of the first Superman movie that they did a couple of years, maybe like 6 years back, and I'm really excited for that one. I'm really excited for it.
The Great Gatsby is coming out, which I am so excited for because I watched the original and I liked it, but this one has Leo, so I'm excited to see it.
That one looks like it's going to be good. I read the book.
Yeah, Fort Bend over here.
Yeah,
made us
you had to
read
read the book in high school, and we watched the movie, and it was a pretty good movie, so I'm excited for that.
I keep watching the trailers, so I'm so on the edge of my seat about all these movies.
Yeah. The Purge is coming out. There's a movie called The Purge, which is it's a really interesting concept of a movie because like on this one day, no crime is illegal. So people are going out committing crimes, and pretty much this family is stuck in the middle of it. And I'm excited to see that movie. Very excited for it. Very, very excited.
So what about Too Fast, Too Furious 6? Is that the right title?
Fast and
You've
Furious
been getting on me the whole time.
Yes.
I just recently got into these movies,
Yeah.
like with the whole action thing, and like I'm slowly but surely like getting on the bandwagon with that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be so much action, and I'm just really excited about it. I keep wondering what's going to happen next,
I don't know how they keep making movies.
I don't know
but it
either.
keeps getting
It's never ending.
It's crazy because, Harry Potter and Twilight, they're okay because they're basing it off a book. So, of course, you can make 5, 6, 7, 1,500 movies. You'll be fine. These movies are not based on, like, a book or anything like that, but they're coming out with their 6th installment. And it's crazy to me because each and every movie is good. We're not going to talk about Tokyo Drift. That one didn't happen. It was like a side storyline.
It made me sleep.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that one. But
for the most part,
this one looks like it's going to be so good.
it's going to be so good.
The Rock and Vin Diesel are teaming
Is Ludacris
up.
in this one as well?
He is in this one.
Okay,
He is
so
in this
it's
one.
about the same people. And
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have to get the same characters.
Yeah, all the same
And
characters.
she's back, his girlfriend.
Yes, his girlfriend that died in the 4th one is back.
So
So, yeah.
excited about that. Any other movies that you guys?
These didn't really make my pick, but I know Monsters Inc. is making a preschool.
Oh my
I'm kind of sad though, because Boo's not gonna be in it, obviously, because she wasn't born yet.
Yeah,
I love her so.
I love her too.
300.
300.
It's making like y'all have no idea how excited I am about this. 300. First of all, I own it on DVD. It's like one of the best movies I've ever watched in my life, and they're making another one. So I might not be one of those people like first in line, 11:59. I'm in the line getting my ticket, but I'm saying I will be there
It's still
to
one
watch
of
that movie.
the movies on your top list.
Yes, it didn't make my top. Sorry, but I'm still excited for this movie.
So it seems like this is the year of sequels. Many of our favorite movies are returning, and I'm super excited about it. I know I will be spending a lot of money going to the movies or on DVDs.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right, so as you can see on the movie poster, a lot of, as you said, sequels are coming out. Despicable Me 2 is
I
coming
didn't watch
out.
the first one. So.
I haven't seen the first. I've heard good things.
I've
though.
watched it
Just
several
the, I'm
times.
so fluffy.
Yeah.
Several times. I think the little munchkins are the most adorable thing ever. Minions, that's
Yes,
what you call them.
Minions, yeah.
They were adorable, and I don't know, everyone thinks I'm childish for like watching that movie, but I don't know, it gives you the giggles.
Yeah.
And like, if you watch it with someone else, like, trust me, I definitely should watch it. Like, it'll be a continuous, you know, line of laughter.
Yeah.
300.
Yes, I did. We did
300.
mention 300. I'm saying I'm gonna be in that. I'm not gonna be in the line. I'll probably be there the second night. You know, so all the crazies go home. But I'll be there seeing that movie definitely. Star Trek Into Darkness is coming out. The sequel to
Really?
Star Trek is coming out. It's I'm excited about that. It's gonna be a really good one. It's gonna be a really good one. Another movie called After Earth is coming out. It stars Will Smith and Jaden Smith in another movie together.
Another movie with them together.
Yes, it should definitely
He's
be a
grown
good
up.
one. He is
He
growing
grew
up.
up
He's
before
gonna
we
be
even noticed.
Isn't
it.
he getting tall too?
Yeah, he
he's
is
gonna be,
tall.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be
he
a
He's
is.
gonna be
with
tall
Will.
like his, like his dad and his older brother.
Yes, definitely. I saw them both on the poster, and like
They
for a
look-
split second, I was like, "Wait, which one's Will Smith again? Which one's
They
Jaden
look
Smith?"
alike.
Because they look
they
so
look-
much
they're
alike.
twins.
They are definitely twins. He's growing up, and he's looking exactly like his father. There's no
That's
doubt in his
good.
mind that's his father. But like, they look exactly alike. So
And I feel like he's been in a couple of movies now, so his acting, you know, is definitely going to,
Definitely.
you know, get better and better as
definitely, he's in a movie with his father. So of course it's gonna get better. Definitely.
well. Well, guys,
We would like to thank our guests, Donovan Carter, Marvin Mosley, and for joining us today.
From everyone here at Jack Talk, we want to thank you for watching.
and also join us again next time for another informative episode of Jack Talk.